you know that the average human attention span is now less than that of a goldfish? But wait, let's pause, because the attention span is not a blanket state of mind. There are different types of attention spans, such as selective and sustained. While the sustained attention span can range from a few minutes to a few hours, such as when you're watching a movie, the selective attention, which is something like scrolling on social media or being on your phone, and the ability to stay focused while working has decreased significantly. In 2015, the Times magazine released an article that stated that according to a new study from Microsoft Corporation, people now generally lose concentration after 8 seconds, highlighting the effects of an increasingly digitalized lifestyle on the brain. This is literally from 2015, and it's a lot worse now. Gen Z has an attention span of less than 8 seconds. Yeah. Constant scrolling, not being able to watch longer videos, multitasking, procrastination, not having the ability to feel and deal with boredom anymore. This all happens because of our non-existent attention spans. If you're about to click away from this video because you feel like it's too long, yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to watch this. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some tips that'll allow you to reach your full potential. That one assignment or project you've been putting off, you won't even be feeling a need to do so anymore. You're gonna be so powerful and ahead of everybody else that you're gonna wish that you started doing all this earlier. Before that, we need to understand why our attention span is so bad in the first place. If you're given a task and you're doing it in an empty room, let's call this room number 1, with no one talking, no electronic devices, no distractions, chances are you're gonna be able to finish that task faster than if you were in a different room. Let's call this room number 2, with people constantly talking, your phone always buzzing, and other distractions. We are always stuck in room number 2. Clicking on your phone produces a little bit of dopamine, which gives us feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and motivation. And it's not the phone's problem, it's us, human beings, that treat our devices like it's some sort of reward system. This, happening constantly, reduces the amount of time that we can actually focus on a task without craving that constant dopamine hit. It is literally like a drug. Let's see how we can fix this. Number 1. Remove all possible distractions from your workplace. I'm not saying that you have to completely remodel your room, remove your lights, your plants, your spinny chair. No. I meant when you're working on something, put your phone away. Put it in a place where you can't reach it. That way, if you're not getting access to something distracting, it won't distract you in the first place. And then there's your laptop. I know that this is the digital age and most of the things we do is online. You're even watching this video online. But here's how we turn something that could potentially drag us down into a super weapon. When working on a task, use an extension such as Forest. There are multiple ways to be productive using extensions such as this. But what I really love about this app is that every task you do, it's like you're planning a treat, and it has really nice graphics too. Disclaimer, no, this video is not sponsored, I just really like the app. Anyway, you can add certain websites to a block list. You love going on YouTube while working on something. Block the website. You love going on Instagram while working on something. Block the website. You love going online shopping when you have a 4,000 word essay due. Block the website. And the fun part about this app is, once you add a website to the block list and then you start working on a task and you turn on that little timer thingy and then you try to access that website, it says it'll kill your treat. Yeah, we don't want that. That little dopamine hit we get when we click on a friend's text? Yeah, we don't want that while we're supposed to stay focused. There's a time and a place for everything, and while completing a task, we're supposed to be completing that task. Number 2. Quit task jumping. If I'm working on my math homework and suddenly I remember, oh shoot, I need to send an email to my teacher for a missed assignment, I would write it down on a piece of paper saying, hey, I need to complete this, but only after I was finished with my math homework. This way, I'm not constantly task jumping and losing focus in a specific area. I'm completing my tasks in order and I'm still getting everything done. Number 3. Make this very clear to yourself. Write it in your brain, engrave it, tattoo it on your forehead or something. You do not need to immediately react to everything. A friend texted, great, respond to them when you're not busy. The new season of your favorite TV show just came out. That's awesome. Watch it after you've completed everything. After implementing this, we will slowly decrease our urge to go like, oh my god, I have to click on that, I have to see that immediately or the world will end over time. And I know it's way easier said than done. But once you start doing this, trust me, it will become easier. The more you do something, it'll eventually become a habit. Number 4. Learn to deal with boredom. This is really important, and this is something that everyone, including parents, must understand. In today's culture, many believe that it's their job to keep their kids constantly entertained and happy. But the truth is, experiencing boredom is actually beneficial to them. When parents rush to entertain their kids all the time, they hinder their problem-solving skills, their creativity, and their resilience. This doesn't mean that they should be left with nothing to do at all. Instead, they need constructive boredom, a type of boredom that encourages creativity with without structure or direction. Embracing this kind of boredom not only fosters creativity, but also strengthens attention spans. Our constant need to be stimulated is decreasing our attention spans rapidly because we just can't deal with the fact that we're doing nothing. Instead of having to watch TV because you're bored and then start doom scrolling on your phone, go outside for a walk, observe nature, look at the beauty that is right in front of your own eyes. Or maybe meditate and be in touch with your own thoughts, your own dreams. Or work out, you're doing something healthy for your body. Make a creative list, read a book, learn a new sport, some new type of technology, even make YouTube videos. Do something which will be beneficial to you over time, not just so that you could be happy for a few seconds. Number 5, practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present rather than being so concerned about the past or the future. Start meditating. That way your brain won't be so overloaded with multiple thoughts at the same time when you're trying to focus on something else. Over time, this will clear your head and it will make sure that you will have the mental clarity to complete all of your tasks efficiently. Number 6. Practice chunking. Turn big tasks into smaller ones. If I look at my to-do list and I see 5 huge, long, painstaking, extremely time-consuming tasks, would I want to do them? Nope. Take these big tasks and turn them into smaller ones. For example, if I have a research essay due, instead of just writing research essay, I would break it down into smaller tasks to make sure that I'm not super overwhelmed. I would write down, find research topic, collect data, make an outline, start first paragraph, etc., etc. Another example is if I'm studying for my math final, instead of just writing study for math final, I would write down go over Unit 1 practice problems, go over Unit 1 homework, go over Unit 1 tests, and for the next unit, and so on and so on. This way, we're not overwhelming ourselves with huge daunting tasks. We're making it easier for us to navigate through big projects by breaking them down into little pieces. Also, it is really fun to cross things off of our to-do list, and by using this method, you'll retain that motivation to keep going forward. Number 7, try listening and watching more long-form content. I know we love scrolling on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, on YouTube Shorts. It's super fun. It's super easy. But is it good for our brains? Nope. Constantly watching short-form videos will have an effect on our attention span because our brains just won't be trained enough to sit and listen to a 30-minute video, which is why half of y'all can't pay attention in class. I wonder why. Start listening to podcasts. This will be like listening to your boss or your teacher because you have to be able to know that information, and to do so, you have to listen to them for a longer amount of time. Watch longer videos without hitting that arrow button and like trying to skip forward to find the most important information. Don't do that. By consuming more long-form content, you will be training your brain to stay focused and actually pay attention for a longer period of time. This will also improve your listening skills. Number 8, sleep. The one way you can fix anything. My friends know me as the one person who will literally be late to her own wedding for a chance to sleep in. Anyway, getting enough sleep is crucial for your brain to be able to function properly. Get at least 6 hours of sleep. That is like the bare minimum. But again, everyone's needs are different, so what I did is I experimented with different hours of sleep, and I found out that I can function the best with like 8-ish hours of sleep, 9 to 10 hours being the best. But instead of participating in a late night scroll session, turn off your phone at least an hour before you go to bed. Read a book, take a warm shower or a bubble bath, and put your mind in a state of relaxation instead so that you won't be disrupting your melatonin production. Melatonin is our sleep hormone, and screens literally mess that up. Sleep is needed for focus, and once you're more well rested, you'll find it much easier to pay attention and stay focused for a longer amount of time. Number 9, listen to music. Now this method may not work for everybody, as some people find that playing music in the background is distracting, and if you're one of these people, you can just skip to the next tip. But I love listening to music. I can't do anything without music. I can't function without music. So if you're like me, try playing music in the background while you're working on something. If lyrics are too distracting, try instrumentals or focus music. Number 10. Here's the last tip for today's video. Figure out the time of day where you will be the most productive. If you're a morning person, consider completing your high energy requirement tasks in the morning as soon as you wake up. If you feel like you come up with more ideas in the evening, try to complete your high energy requirement tasks by then. By figuring out the timings where you will be the most productive, you can ensure that you won't feel sluggish or tired while trying to complete the tasks that require the most time and energy. If you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. You just used tip number 7. You consumed long-form content. That's a great start. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and will implement these tips into your daily life. I love all of you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye!